Welcome to San Diego Bike and Kayak. The most important aspect of our ocean kayaking adventure is safety. Before you begin your kayak adventure, we want to briefly summarize some key safety topics and how they pertain to the La Jolla Ecological Reserve, the ever-changing ocean conditions, and the preservation of our local environment. Tides, wind, and swell all factor into the size of the surf at both the caves and at the boat launch. It's imperative that you are aware of the various safety areas. Each kayak tour participant will be fitted with a life jacket, paddle, and helmet. Kayak rentals are not required to wear helmets. Only kayak tour participants are required to wear helmets for protection, as we will safely guide you along the sea caves area and into a few of them. Independent kayak rentals are not permitted inside the La Jolla sea caves and must stay a safe distance away from other potentially dangerous areas as well. Please be sure your PDF or personal flotation device is properly secured. Your life jacket is required to be worn at all times. Notice your life vest has an emergency whistle attached. This whistle is for emergency purposes only. Today we'll be using sit-on-top ocean kayaks. We have single, double, and triple kayaks. In double kayaks, the bigger, stronger participant should sit in the back. The yellow pad is a back support, so make sure that it's snug against your back. When sharing a kayak, always paddle together in unison. Sit upright in the kayak with weight up against the backrest. Apply pressure by properly using the footwells to support the upper body. Have the concave portion of the paddle facing you, as well as the lettering on the paddle, right side up. Your hands should be placed shoulder width apart or slightly wider. Get in your kayak in knee-deep water at the boat launch. If in a double kayak, get in the kayak one at a time. When entering the surf, give any kayak that is coming into the beach the right of way. Keep your kayak pointed directly perpendicular to the waves. Until you are successfully out past the surf, do not stop paddling. If you stop paddling, the waves will take you all the way back to the beach. If you happen to fall out of your kayak while in the surf zone, immediately be aware of your surroundings, waves, other kayaks, and your gear. Do not try to get in the kayak where you fell. Retrieve the kayak back at the beach and restart the process. Paddlers in double kayaks need to synchronize their strokes so they do not clank their paddles against each other. The paddler in the back needs to time their stroke with the paddler in front of them. Reach all the way forward until the paddle blade is all the way in the water, and push the water to the back of the kayak. Do not slice through the water. To stop or slow down the kayak, put the paddle blade in the water and push towards the front of the kayak until the kayak comes to a complete stop. Paddle backwards using the reverse stroke by putting the blade in towards the back of the kayak and pushing all the way towards the front of the kayak. Climb in the kayak stomach first, one at a time if you're in a double kayak. Keep on a low center of gravity. Do not get up your knees or try to stand at any time. Pull your legs into the front of the kayak and then roll over and then position yourself up against the backrest. San Diego Bike and Kayak produces its own custom water map to provide to each and every kayak renter. A staff member goes over the map with each kayak renter and ensures that they fully comprehend the elements of the map. Check in with beach duty personnel at the beach. You may pick up your paddle from the red paddle rack adjacent to the red kayaks stored along the seawall. Be sure to bring or wear your life vest to the beach. The beach duty personnel will assign the kayak for you. Please do not help yourself to the kayaks. All rentals will be informed of the current tide, surf, and wind conditions. Please ask your beach duty personnel for an update as ocean conditions are ever changing. In case of emergencies, whistles are located on the life jackets. At no time during the kayak rental period may the kayaks be beached within the ecological reserve. Rented kayaks are not permitted to be beached on any rocks, cliffs, or beached on any areas of the land. The only permitted beaching of kayaks is at the boat launch upon return. Do not beach the kayaks in front of La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club, Marine Room, or any other portion of the beach directly north or south of the boat launch. It is not recommended that kayakers paddle in the waters north of the boat launch, as this is mostly a swimming and surfing area. These areas are no kayak zones. Kayakers are also not permitted to go south of the point of La Jolla. Stay a minimum of 50 feet away from exposed rocks, reef, or cliffs at any time. Entering the caves while on a kayak rental is strictly prohibited. We reserve the right to terminate rental activity if any rules are broken. When paddling alongside the caves, keep the kayak facing west as much as possible, and the kayaker should never turn his or her back into the horizon. The safe zone for kayakers near the cave is between the Arch Cave and the Clams Cave. Any area to the east or west is potentially dangerous and is not permitted. Do not disturb, remove, or otherwise damage any elements of marine life or vegetation within the ecological reserve. Fishing is not permitted within the ecological reserve, or is the consumption of alcoholic beverages. Remain a minimum of 200 yards clear of Devil's Slide, as labeled on the map, as rocky reefs and potentially breaking waves can be dangerous. When beginning your kayak adventure, kayakers are advised to aim for the flagpole, with the United States flag as perched above downtown La Jolla, directly above Sunny Jim's Cave. This point of reference ensures that the kayaker will take a wide path towards the cliffside and not get caught up along the reef or in the rocky areas of Devil's Slide. Kayaking within the La Jolla Cove and the swim lane that extends out from La Jolla Cove is not permitted. Kayak rentals may not cut through the swim lanes at any time. If kayakers so desire, they may paddle all the way back to the northernmost set of swim buoys and paddle out and around to the ecological reserve kelp beds. Paddling out beyond the swim lane is only for kayak fishing and experienced kayakers. We recommend all kayakers to stay within the areas of the ecological reserve as shown on your water map. Beyond the swim lane, ocean and weather conditions change constantly. This is the only permitted route to enter the deeper water nearby the kelp beds. Kayakers may not paddle south of the southernmost yellow ecological reserve buoy. If while kayaking you observe any exposed rock or breaking waves, we advise you to stay clear of those potentially dangerous areas. When returning to the boat launch, paddle to the white buoy and then to the north side of the wood fence until you see the gap in between the buildings where the boat launch is located. Wait until the surf zone is safe and clear of other kayakers and swimmers. We will have beach personnel to help instruct at the boat launch. Wait and listen to their instructions before you proceed heading back to shore. Please be aware of the location of the public showers near the south end of Kayak Park, so that you may rinse off prior to walking back to the store for checkout. This helps in the prevention against additional tracking of sand along our coastal sidewalks